he just walked out.
When Paul gets back.
Yeah.
Okay, we ready? Back into, entertain a motion to go back, get out of executive session. Need a
So
motion?
moved.
They look like.
I'll second.
Second by Councilman Rebar. Any discussion?
No, sir.
Call for the vote.
Chairman Red Eagle,
Yes.
Councilman Rebar,
Yes.
Councilman Shackelford,
Yes.
Councilman Waller,
Yes.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Secretary Tishewala,
Yes.
Councilwoman Irwin,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, council. I think we got one resolution needs to be passed, but go ahead, Councilwoman Irwin.
Okay. As I brought up before we went into executive session, that we need a resolution that show that we all support what we're asking in these letters. And then I can read it, therefore be it resolved to reinstate Adam Trumbull to the position of superintendent of the Osage Agency to fulfill the trust responsibility of the United States. 2, to keep the Osage Agency open due to daily operations of the Osage Minerals Trust business. 3, to restore and open the records of the Osage Minerals Trust. 4, to enhance the recovery and development of the Osage Minerals Estate Trust by repositioning the 25 CFRs. 5, to stop over-regulating federal and state government agencies to enhance the ability to produce oil and gas.
And allow no jurisdiction on our reservation.
Okay?
That's your motion?
Yes?
Okay, need a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Waller. Any discussion on the resolution? Hearing none, call for the vote.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. What do you mean by repositioning the CFRs? What does that mean?
That means that we need to put our old CFRs back in place, and they need to understand those have not been passed. And as Shane said, you either say you're gonna pass them, or you go back to the way we're doing business. We need to go back to the way we were. We need to be a one-stop shop here.
I just question the terminology.
Well, we can have somebody change it, attorney can change it.
Any other discussion?
I
Call for the vote.
have a question.
Go ahead.
I thought we were discussing with our attorney, and this has to do squarely with head right transfer. Is that the one we're talking about?
No, we're talking about our superintendent keeping the agency open.
He's making a resolution to keep the VIA open. Any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Councilman Rebar,
Yes.
Councilman Shackelford,
Yes.
Councilman Waller,
Yes.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Secretary Tishewala,
Yes.
Councilwoman Irwin,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn.
Yes.
Chairman Red Eagle.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, council. Old business,
Chairman,
Sir, I got a point of order.
go ahead.
We're gonna need a resolution on the adopting the element over the head right return that we discussed in the
That's your
executive.
motion.
I'll make that motion.
Need a second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Big Horse. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote.
Councilman Shackelford,
Yes.
Councilman Waller,
Yes.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Secretary Tishewala,
Yes.
Councilwoman Irwin,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn,
Yes.
Chairman Red Eagle,
Yes.
Councilman Rebar.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, council. Any other resolutions? Okay, old business, number 6A is the Nate report. Councilman Redcorn and Councilman Rebar went down there. Do y'all want to present a summary of what you did?
Turn on.
You got the floor.
How my order gets in.
They're gonna wait.
Hot water.
These are great reports. They don't need to go through them, they don't want to.
Okay.
I've read them.
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah.
Want to thank y'all for going down there and representing the mineral council and the mineral estate. If you have any comments, go ahead.
I think one of the biggest things I thought we did was to have an opportunity to talk to Harold Ham, and what he said, I thought we made those, put them in motion, and make sure we had a meeting, with, kind of solidified our desire to go up and talk, tell our story to the new super secretary.
Good.
Yeah, other than that, and then all the folks that were coming by, I think Mr. Revard, or Councilman Revard said, we don't have any prospects. We just have a bunch of information, you know, and so we got homework to do. We gotta get busy and get that moving to identify what we have in the Osage. Be able to go there squarely and tell, here's what it is, here's all the information you need. It's a good thing that we're going down and showcasing what we got. But the Prospect Expo is what it is. So to me, it's just kind of a goal that we should set as a council to get moving in that direction. And other than that, I thought it was great. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. So, just for those that don't know, this summit exposition is an annual event, the largest in the world, for oil and gas companies to present their oil and gas drilling prospects, seeking participants to drill and develop them, and then those that come looking for deals, looking for prospects to participate in. So it's a networking, and it's a place for buyers and sellers to gather at the George R. Brown Convention Center, a huge facility in downtown Houston. This event started out at a lot smaller venue, and just became over the years so successful that they just kept building and building, where they had to have this huge facility. There were actually, I think, 20,000 registered attendees and over 400 booths like ours. However, this year, in years past, the DEMD had the booth.
That's correct.
That we paid for it and all. This year, they did not. I don't think they had the funding and the approval to do it this year, so we did it on our own, with our own funds. And this year, we got a really prime location. We had a lot of foot traffic coming by. And it's like Councilman Redcorn said, we had a nice booth with maps. Our geologist Bill Lynn helped compile all this, and we had this nice display. People came by, some knew us and remembered us from the past. Some of us have been here in these chambers with us before. But for the most part, we were just introducing ourselves to the congregation there, the attendees. They had an interest. We sent them away with brochures, and we talked. We spent 2 solid days just yapping and talking and explaining who we were, what we have. But I agree that maybe next year, next February, we go again. We try to get to a similar location, but maybe have some prospects. Maybe we put together prospects, and we have a prospect on our walls, like the Navajos did. We met with the Navajos. They had a booth there. They had a helium prospect and some other prospects, and they're all showcased. And that's maybe next year we bring down some of our own drilling prospects. But anyway, it was very successful, and we were really well received. A lot of attention. I think the movie, a lot of the people stopped by and they recognized us from from the public, the interest that we got from the recent movie and what have you. But tall, eh? Tall. No, I mean it wasn't like that. No, but name recognition. Some of that was on account of that. It was just an overall good experience, and I think we should do it again next year. Thank you, Chairman.
I want to just talk to the shareholders. They always come all the time, and they don't say anything. And I know that they have concerns and worries, and I don't blame them. When I was just a child, and Mrs. White probably remembers this real well, I was 6 years old, Paul probably remembers this. And our folks had to go up to D.C. Some of y'all are too young to remember that. And they were, the Eisenhower administration was a Republican administration. They were wanting to get rid of the Osage. They wanted to exterminate us. And this visit we're making in a couple of weeks or so is going to be pretty much the same kind of visit that we're representing our people, our shareholders, as well as the nation, future shareholders. That's the nation. And I think that I want to let them know that we're going to do everything we can to convince the government officials, and we got to be nice. We can't be going up there and saying, all right, I want you to do this and I want you to do that. We can't do that. They're the boss. We've got to go along with them. We've got to be cordial. We've got to be diplomatic.
Yes.
And diplomacy it's almost like a nation to nation, and on an equal basis. That's what we've got to do. Also, another announcement is the Osage Nation offices will be closed on Monday and Tuesday because of Sovereign Day. So they'll open back up Wednesday, right, Lacey? Okay. So next on the committee reports, number 7. Lisa, can you read? We had an election committee meeting, and you're welcome.
We had an election committee meeting,
He's going to read the minutes.
I left them on my desk, so I'm gonna add them here. The committee members were all there along with Hunter and with Alexis Ren, from the Osage Nation election. She offered, some tips on how to keep the election going, or to get the election to go smoothly. Basically, that's kind of what the whole meeting was about, was that she was just offering some tips, some procedures, policies that we might want to look into. She was going to get with, or Hunter was going to get with her, and they were going to decide or get together, get some information together for it. And then the next meeting will be March 25th.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. We also, just like you said, we talked about some new policies on our election laws. And she's got a new revised election that I can give to her. She's going to present it to the council sometime in the future.
Yeah.
It eliminates a lot of the old rules and some of the things that were done 50-some years ago. So that'll be in the future. Election offered some really good. She said that some of the policies need to be changed
I will.
when it comes to our election. And she did reiterate that we need to start a lot sooner instead of starting in March. And she did say the post office that we get I think she said 2 post office offices, not just 1 but 2. I believe she said that, right, Lisa? She said something about 2 post office.
They get 2. Yeah, she said they get 2, and then I think we've just gotten one historically.
Okay. Anyway, that was a good meeting. And any other committee meetings? Hearing none.
Yes,
We got an announcement. Some of the council members want to put off the oil summit indefinitely for right now. Is that correct?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after the trip to DC, we'll probably talk about it more.
Right now, we don't, how are you gonna have an oil summit when you don't know what the heck's gonna happen?
I'm sure.
Because the oil summit's in last part of April.
You haven't told me to redo this road out there.
Okay, so that's put off indefinitely.
Okay.
Oil summit's off indefinitely. And I entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes.
wait a minute.
Do we need a resolution?
Go ahead.
I'm looking, I don't remember if we did one.
What now?
I think we did a resolution to have one.
We may have to rescind one, that's what she's
Oh,
looking
we did?
It's right underneath the cancellation. It's got to be for the
So we
cancellation.
need to rescind the resolution, right?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Can I ask the staff what their thoughts on that calling off the summit?
We don't have anything to do with it.
Oh, you have nothing? No comments or anything?
No,
I mean, if you do, I'd like to hear. You agree, or you, I don't know, I mean, you guys are in office day in, day out. Is there any,
we haven't
well,
been receiving
Lacey,
calls.
do you have anything?
I agree with pushing it back. I don't feel like we're in the right environment to have one resolution.
Okay.
And I know we haven't been getting calls about
Thank
when
you,
they can
Chairman.
do it.
No, I think we've had maybe one company show interest in wanting to, and I think they were just like a vendor.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, the needed motion for the meeting minutes.
That's right.
Entertain a motion. Someone,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Irwin. Any discussion on the minutes?
No, excuse me, I just wanted to make a comment. Are we gonna do a resolution if she finds one on the summit? Someone's gotta call Christie, because we've got all that on Facebook right now.
Do we need to rescind the motion?
The only resolution we have done is to have Christie do the oil and gas summit.
Period. So there's no reason.
No, thank you,
But
sir.
you do need to contact her.
We don't need to do a resolution.
No, sir.
And she was the one that suggested that we postpone it.
Okay,
At the minute, because you don't have one vendor that's got all that.
that's her.
Secretary made a motion on the minutes, who seconded?
Stephanie.
Stephanie,
Or
yeah.
Councilwoman.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote.
Councilman Waller,
Yes.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Second Chair Tishewala,
Yes.
Councilwoman Irwin,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn,
Yes.
Chairman Red Eagle,
Yes.
Councilman Rebar,
Yes.
Councilman Shackelford.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And there's a leadership deal tomorrow at the, we'll say the Tulsa Casino. You all are invited. We're all elected officials, and it's at 11 o'clock. It's Dogwood Room, and I'm going to go. And there's a dance after that, sovereignty dance. So you're welcome to do that. if you want to. And
36th Street North, ching, ching.
And accommodation.
anyway, make a motion. Any motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Irwin. Motion by Councilman Waller. Any discussion? Hearing none, thank you. Call for the vote.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Second Chair Tishewala,
Yes.
Councilwoman Irwin,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn,
Yes.
Chairman Red Eagle,
Yes.
Councilman Rebar,
Yes.
Councilman Shackelford,
Yes.
Councilman Waller.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, council. Good meeting. and
Thank you all.
Thank you, shareholders.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Raleigh.
We need that one. Same answer.
Oh, yeah.
We don't.
I swear.
On Saturday.
He's willing to jump in there. He's willing to. Once we get the CD.